So I've had my Rivian now for like 2 weeks-ish, and generally I think it's an awesome vehicle. And the one thing that's absolutely awful in it is the charging pad. The phone just slips. I've actually never really had a successful charge on it ever, I don't think, for more than like 5 seconds. I have no idea how this was actually released in a production vehicle. In any case, I just got the S00nish dual MagSafe adapter, and so I'll take a look. If I open this thing up, this looks like the plate on the top here, and look, there's the spots for the MagSafe chargers. This looks like the sort of 3D printed piece that's gonna fit in where the current piece is. So this is gonna go right here, maybe like that, huh? Okay. There's the 2 USB-C ports there for the MagSafe chargers. Notice how there's a rigid spot right here on the cable. Sorry, it's blurry. It looks like it fits, although if I'm honest, I don't know why they didn't just move this piece over just a centimeter or something, but I'm sure there's a reason. Anyhow, I got both MagSafe pucks in there. It's great. I have authentic MagSafe. I like that. There's a wood top that's really nice that goes over this. But this piece here is just like 3D printed, kind of crummy plastic. The finish isn't so good. It's okay, but I guess I would have rather paid a bit more to have this whole thing made of like a nicer, more premium material. All the MagSafe pucks in there, plugged into this little thing here. I used some zip ties to route the cable to keep it, I don't know, clean-ish, I guess. Maybe for future product improvement, we could have some places to route the cable so that, because right now it's not fastened in there, they can always pop up, but I mean, probably it's not gonna matter ever. This is the wooden top that's gonna go here. I have a pretty normal iPhone 14 Pro case. You know, a slight raise for the camera bump. If I take this adapter and I stick it in here, it works. You can see that it's barely has clearance. If I go here, in order for it to work and have clearance, if you can see it, see that, there you go. The bump is protruding and it's not hitting the MagSafe adapter. So how do I fix that? I gotta rotate the phone. Right. If I rotate the phone now, it's sideways. In order for me to get it straight, it has now popped out. On an angle, we're okay. If I make it straight, like how I think it should be with 2 phones, then, oh, there it goes, it's popped off. Okay, so I followed the instructions. I just pulled up this piece. This is the default Rivian piece. Yeah, that was easy. I'll keep it someplace. Now I was able to get this thing loose here. There's these clips. You stick a credit card back in. I don't want it to fall back in. On the back there, that's the default connector, so I got to unplug that. I got the 2 MagSafe chargers. I got the default OEM connector. On the bottom here now, I have this. Okay, I plugged it in. Got a red light. I think that means it's going to charge. It's kind of loose, but I did put a phone down and it is charging, so that's a big improvement. Some kind of adhesives here on the back. Yeah, it's a little sticky, so this is, I probably pull that off and then get it just right. Hop in here. It's actually going to look good, so hopefully it stays nice and sturdy. Oh, it's installed. My wife's phone right here. All right, good. It's charging. So they're both charging. Here's the thing that I think I flagged earlier though, and I don't understand why they did this. In order for this one to charge, it has to be at an angle. 2 phones, MagSafe. They're charging at 15 watts now. Beautiful. Ah, fantastic. Cool, working. So it's in there now. I think it actually looks really nice at a quick glance. If you just look at it quickly, like it's better, and we've got a bigger bowl than we had before, which is great. There's like a bit of a gap here. It's not gonna bother me at all, but it's unclear to me that I can move this back because I'm gonna have to slide this one back and put a gap here, I think. So fit could be slightly better, but you know, still really nice. This 3D printed plastic has a bunch of like kind of crappy little artifacty stuff in there. The other thing too is this thing wiggles a bit. Yeah, so I can move it back and forth. I would love to see in a future version if they've used the same clips so that this would clip into place. But hey, I'm happy, man, because this wireless charger right here by Rivian is totally useless. I do like this material better here, this rubbery material. I do prefer this material to this wood here. I mean, this is nice, don't get me wrong, it's nice, and it does the feeling is not so different from this wood that's by default in the car. So it's nice. But the bottom line is Rivian's wireless charger is 100% useless. And now I can charge high-speed, MagSafe, 2 phones at the same time. And I had to do no like irreversible changes. I'm gonna keep this just like this here. I'm gonna keep this. And if I ever need to put it back in the car, like if Rivian ever makes a, you know, something like this that's OEM, then I can just put this back in the car for Rivian to replace it. Like this is great because this was a totally non-destructive solution. I could pull this out at any moment and put theirs right back in.
Well, since I've recorded the video, I've had the wireless charger in my car now for at least 5 weeks, and I can tell you that I love it. It's so nice to have dual MagSafe charging. Definitely charges super consistently, 2 phones at the same time. Are there a couple things I would change in it? Sure, yes. But would I even consider putting the old Rivian charger back in place of this? Absolutely not. It's super great to have like such a functional dual wireless charger. And it doesn't use any of the USB-C ports in the car. It uses that DC connection underneath the charger. So it's really a great product. I totally recommend it. And in terms of look and feel, I don't even notice it. If I didn't know that it were aftermarket, I wouldn't. It's like I bring somebody in the car, they have no idea it's aftermarket. It's totally fine. So yeah, I do hope that Rivian releases their own, but until then, I really recommend it. It's great.